when writing poetry, there's a number of different forms of poetry, and two that I'm going to talk to you about are haikus and a list poem. Nick Galetta was able to Google this, and he found for us that a haiku is a poem where you have 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second line, and 5 syllables in the third line. He said a haiku is supposed to create a visual, and you need to give enough details to let the reader visualize. So don't overshow and let it have a lasting meaning. To which, Daniel Himes, I said hymns earlier, Daniel Himes also contributed to the definition of haikus by saying that they are meant to be more symbolic and vague, which leaves room for interpretation from the reader. So when creating a haiku, you have to think about the form and follow that meter of 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables in 3 lines. And you have to also think about that meaning that the haiku brings forth on the page. As far as a list poem, which, by the way, is my favorite kind of poem to write, a list poem, Sierra thoughtfully created this definition from reading a website called thoughtfullearning.com. She said that it's a poem that features an inventory of people, places, or ideas organized in a special way. And honestly, that's what a list poem intends to do. It captures in an organized way, which is what Arlene Morel mentioned. Valerio, it's important that it's meant to be organized. And that's what the container is, right, of a list form, of a poem. It's meant to create this frame around a specific idea that you're focusing on when creating a list poem. And Frida Vargas, thank you for that detail about, it's a frame. And you could be creative with that frame. You can make that list look how you want it to look. You have poetic license to do so. But it is meant to have your reader fully laser focused on one topic that you've decided to write about. And remember, as Daniel Himes reminded us, a list poem is something you won't take with you to ShopRite. So, hope you enjoy all of that poetry, haikus, and list poems.